which had a really weird false start. There was a I've got the curtains open. There was a bee just sort of tapping on the outside of the window, and it was sort of distracting me. Oh, anyway, yeah, this is I just wanted to have a say about this pickups debate, and which I think a few people said, yeah, it just comes around every now and again, doesn't it? Just I think I'm guessing it's because they're the appeal. Everybody, or a lot of people like them. A lot of people like them. A lot of people do them. But why you do them and why you like them, it's quite difficult to describe the reasons why. It's not doesn't they don't seem that logical. But and I think that's why there's always a debate around them. But I know it was sort of Dave Longboy's Post's video was going back over a week now, I think. But I just wanted to sort of get something off my chest. Or no, not even that. I just wanted to have a say because they're my bread and butter. They're my comfort zone. Something I fall back on when I don't have anything to make a video about, which is quite often. When I feel sort of a pressure to make. Not pressure. I don't often feel. No, do I? Sometimes. You just when I feel the need to make a video and just anyway, lacking motivation and pickups videos are easy, which isn't a justification. Isn't my justification for doing them. When I started out in 2010, but I'd been watching pickups videos for a long time before that, and I just like to see what people bought. It doesn't matter, where they're getting from. Like anywhere. It doesn't matter. I like to see what people bought. In that sense, it was. I suppose it's. I liked to see what people bought. It was often from car boot sales when I first started out, and I think it was you sort of when you see someone buying a lot of good stuff, you think, wow, that almost like gives you hope. You could sort of tie it into your own sort of desire to buy to go and buy something. If they're buying something really good, maybe there's something out there for me as well. So it almost sort of motivates you. But then I totally understand the need to share what you've found because it's like not many people I know are into old video games. I've got one mate who's got an old Xbox, a Mark One Xbox. I doubt he plays it anymore. He's got kids. I think we all went through that sort of phase of liking video games together, and most of them sort of cast it aside. But somehow I've just kept on going, and it's I totally understand the need to share what you found. When you found something, when you found anything, you want to talk about it with someone. There's no one in close proximity to talk about what I've bought. Oh, well, look what I bought. That's totally the sort of like the instinct is to go look what I've bought. That's all it's about. It's simple. And you want to talk about it with someone and sort of share your enthusiasm, and then when somebody does a video that you watch and you want to share in their enthusiasm, you just want to sort of mix up a bit, and it's weird. I don't really, honestly, genuinely, I don't really want to piss on anyone's chips or anything. I don't want to have a go at anyone, but I generally don't understand criticism. I mean, I've had a bit of beef with people in the past, and it was not really. That was. I don't know whether that was just a bit weird. I don't really understand. This is less weird. It's although I think we all seem to be having different sorts of arguments. Some people have different perspectives, and I think there's not sort of like a central thing argument that everybody's having. We're all having all these different perspectives, and I should have really written this down. I knew this was going to happen. When I don't often do videos like this when they're not because of videos or anything I can lean on. So I've got ice in my cup, and it sort of makes it difficult to drink. But so often I need to make notes to focus, and I know this is going to be totally unfocused. But I don't really see there's much of a sort of central debate. I mean, everybody has their own perspectives. Some people like some things. It's very particular to the individual what they like. As far as watching videos, pickups videos, I like watching videos by people who have the same taste as me. It's pure and simple. And in that sense, there are certain videos, or when people buy certain things, I don't really have much of an interest in. I've things like Master System just don't know. Not criticising the Master System at all. When people buy Master System games, I generally zone out naturally. And same with N64. But what was my point? There's been a lot of talk about what constitutes a good pickups video and a bad pickups video. People have stopped short out of. Well, that was the debate from last time. It was just an out-and-out attack on pickups videos generally, which was totally nonsensical. This is slightly different. It's more of a sort of a good and a bad thing. There's certain things that you have to be able to make a good pickups video, which I don't agree with anyway. Again, I'm not criticising anyone, but I think it's a weird thing that pickups videos are harmless. From my perspective, they're harmless. They don't hurt anyone. They're an odd thing to really get angry about, especially when it just represents somebody spending their own money on on things that they want to buy. Apparently, you have to have passion to make a good pickups video. Well, that's subjective, as is you have to buy good video games. What's a good video game to make a good pickups video? You have to have passion. You don't buy shit. That's don't fall into the trap of buying shit. But then ask yourself, what is a shit video game? Surely again, that's subjective. It's all just you have to have passion. But how do you have passion for video games? How do you put that across? Do you pick up a video game and, for instance, Sensible Soccer? You go, I love you, Sensible Soccer. Is that how you have passion for this? This is going to the charity shop. This was just a replacement case, but is that how you show passion for video games? Do you have to be a self-confident gobshite? In other words, so in case you don't come across as being a bit shy and boring, and another case is dispassionate about video games. What's a good video game? I mean, a good video game is, again, it's subjective, isn't it? Is a good video game? What constitutes a good video game? Is that one that, in this context, is that one that's uncommon and expensive? So, a non-good video game, or a bad video game, non-good, is that one that's common and cheap? I mean, what constitutes? There's a lot of talk about don't buy. People who buy shit and dispassionately show video games to the camera. I mean, generally, I think this whole debate is pretty sort of obsolete, because I just don't get it. I think the whole discussion's sort of obsolete, because if somebody's buying things that you don't like, why are you watching the videos? That's a thing. Lots of people are saying, you don't like it, don't watch it. That's the buzz term, isn't it? If you don't like, don't watch. But there's truth in that. Why are we watching pickups videos that we don't like? Why are we watching any videos that we don't like? What is it that we have in ourselves that means we have to sit down and watch a pickups video that we don't like? I don't really understand. It's an odd one. It's a strange thing. It's a strange thing to have an opinion about. something that you don't like and you don't enjoy. I mean, obviously, we're allowed to have opinions about everything, but then again, why sit down and watch it just so you can have an opinion about it? Maybe is it the case that you're hoping somebody you click on a video hoping somebody shows something that constitutes a good video game, and then you watch the whole video and discover that they haven't shown you a good video game and feel like you've been betrayed and you've wasted your time? Is that where the betrayal lies? I don't really understand, but sure, but surely that's only a mistake you can make once, isn't it? Or I don't know. I don't really understand. Actually, this is turning into a totally pointless video. I just don't get it. That's my discussion. But I tried to make my own crushed ice and it didn't really work. I just ended up knackering a rolling pin. So what it seems to be that there's a certain set of rules. I don't know if people are trying to create, or the discussion itself is creating a certain set of rules about what constitutes a good and a bad pickups video. They're surrounding passion. You have to be passionate. Again, passion is subjective. You have to show a good video game. Don't show a bad video game. Again, that's subjective. It's almost like, is it eugenics? Is that the right term? It's sort of creating an ideal. It's creating a standard by which other pickups videos are judged by. It's creating an idea of good and bad. Sort of perfect and imperfect. I don't know. I mean, in the end, I think the discussion's obsolete. There's so much more I want to say, but it's just gone. Whoosh, it's gone. I should have written it down, shouldn't I? I should have written those notes I spoke about at the beginning. But in the end of the day, I think the discussion's obsolete because, as everyone says, you don't like it, don't watch it. And then if you don't watch it, then you can't really have an opinion about it. If you do have a negative opinion about a pickups video, then why have you sat down and watched it? Does that make sense? Again, so in the end of the day, it makes that whole discussion obsolete. But they're harmless and they're harmless. You can avoid them. It's just people spending money. How they're free to do. It doesn't. This sort of discussion doesn't really encourage people to start up videos, to start making pickups videos, because it obviously, if you contravene, if you don't sort of stick to that clearly defined set of rules, then you're obviously doing something wrong. But then again, there aren't a set of rules, are there? There's no rule book that someone's written out that does define right or wrong. But there seems to be this sort of vaguely defined idea amongst sort of people like critics that there is an idea of right and wrong. But yeah, I should probably stop now because I'm going to have to watch this back. And I thought, if I can see that there's a point to what I've said, then I'll upload it. If this looks like a video that might piss people off, I won't upload it. I'll try and think of other. No, I'm not going to add bits onto the end. There's undoubtedly things that I'd had thought of earlier in the day. I went out for a walk for a while, collected my thoughts, thought of a lot of good stuff to say, or good, subjective stuff to say, and it's a cast iron guarantee that I haven't remembered most of it. But anyway. 14 minutes 34, 35. I'm going to let you go. And I hate replying to comments on videos like this because they take ages. It takes ages to reply to comments, discussion videos. It's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of them. So, and again, there's a chance you might piss people off anyway, which is not my aim. So I'll let you go. Thanks for watching. See you later.